That's not aggressive typing. That's just like fast typing. I just type quickly. This hand's fine. It's a touch slow on the draw, but turn 2 actions probably reasonable. Dealer's choice of Trinisphere or Magus of the Moon. If we had a Mox, a Spirit Guide, or a Lotus Petal, we get to go. My favorite part about playing Mono Red Stompy and Legacy, though, is that I don't have to bluff Force of Will. I just get to use my auto pass aggressively. Oh no, am I dead? That's true, Rogue. That's true. They're gonna take Trinisphere because they're playing Storm. Yep. Dead. Chalice, please. Chalice, please. Chalice, please. Chalice, please. Do I get a turn 2, opponent? This build has 3 Scab-Clans in the board. They do get to play Magus next turn, but like the opponent's deck generally only needs black mana the turn they combo off, so the fact that they already have a basic swamp in play is usually pretty good for them. They chose not to shuffle, so we might not get a next turn. And the fact that he didn't choose to shuffle really makes me think that we're probably not going to get a turn 3. This is pressure combined with disruption, so we got that going for us. Hey, Magic Reaper. Thank you for the bits. Silly basic island. Maybe they kept kind of a mediocre ponder because they knew they had a basic island in there. Those are for Angel Cord. Thank you. We get Dominaria cards pretty soon on Magic Online. I believe the patch they're doing tomorrow morning adds them. Gonna get more mana here, probably like an LED or a Dark Ritual. Could even make a Ball Ritual at this point, I suppose. Really want a Chalice or a Trinisphere here. Play my cards so we can get closer to empty-handed for Hazoret. I think we're gonna work on some... We're going to work on some Devoted Druid style decks. I want to try Sahali in Angel Cord as well. Voice of Plenty is the card I'm most interested in playing out of the new set for sure in Modern. We're also going to be putting Damping Sphere in a variety of things, obviously, including the Red Prison deck. I think the Red Prison deck is the top of the list of things I'm planning to play in Kentucky. Hoagland is the only MTG stream worth watching during the week. Thank you for the sentiment, Juber Tugger. I appreciate that. Did I list it as Abzan Cord? It's definitely in there. It's Angel Cord. It's got the queue is long. It's row 46 currently. I can't cast Confluence. Confluence costs 4 mana, and my Ancient Tomb is currently a mountain. You are correct that if this was castable, we would want to do it to make their ad nauseums worse, potentially. Or deterministically dead at this point. Go ahead and concede. I guess I board in Leyline in this matchup since I have it. It's like not particularly good, but it's probably better than a lot of these bad cards that we have in our deck. Blood Moon's pretty terrible in this matchup. Pia is slow. Hazoret is kind of slow. Ensnaring Bridge is bad. I guess Hazoret and PR are better than these things. Yeah, like, opponent is likely playing Ant, so that's the more popular Storm deck in general. I'm not sure if you're misinformed or just trolling Titan O'Clock, but Ant actually goes off with Past in Flames more often than Tess does. So even though their names are different, even though Ant is called Ad Nauseam Tendrils tends to go off with Past in Flames more than they go off with Ad Nauseam. And I realized my opponent didn't go off with Past in Flames that game, but generally speaking, more of Ant's wins than not are that. There are 5 dealer's choice decks in the queue. How many are needed for a long / 12-hour stream? Probably 6 to 7. The low side of leagues is usually like an hour and a half per league, but some go to 2 hours. So like 6 to 7 probably averages out to a full long stream. And even people, you just use the cheers in chat. So if you type cheer and then a number after it, it'll cheer that number of bits for the streamer that you're currently watching, Elusive Dr. Bacon. Nah, I think Spyglass against fetch lands is just not worth it, especially if I'm leaving Magus to the Moon in my deck, because like Magus to the Moon is going to turn their dead fetch lands into mana producers still. Yep. Yep. Sure. It ain't pretty, chat, but this is what we've got. Oh, you have to put it all together. So put the 500 with the cheer, I believe. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to Scab-Clan on one as opposed to Trinisphere. Pretty sure it's turn 1 Scab-Clan. Just like beat them down here. This card closes very quickly. Coffee's for closers, and she's getting herself a cup of joe. Leading on the Scab-Clan also makes it more likely that we could draw like other Chrome Moxes or Lotus Petals to cast this Trinisphere. I think the fact that like playing this first locks us out of other 0 mana is a pretty big deal. I really wish the Confluences were legal in Modern. I think they'd be sweet. I would love to try and play dirtily blue decks with the blue Confluence. Yeah, it does also mean a Soul Line gets us there. Best no land turn 1 since Rogue Elephant. The old 4 life draw card deal. This is gonna put them to 11. It's like dealing damage very quickly. It's gonna put them to 9 if they need to take my Trinisphere away here. And then like we're working our way up to this, right? Hey, Elusive Dr. Bacon. You got the cheer in there. Thank you very much for supporting my content here. Let me know if you want to put those towards moving a deck up into the donation queue. Thank you. Thank you for sending Amazon $1 to send me $5. The sweet thing about the Scab-Clan is that it doesn't give our opponent time to like set up for a like disruption or a kill, right? Like they can't cantrip without taking damage. Wait, what? Sure, resolves. This is gonna be like Lotus Petal into Repeal. Like double discard spell? Double discard spell's not even good, right? Because I'm just gonna like run them down with the Scab-Clan that's in play. Yep. 2 health, gain a mana. Yep. You got 3 more spells, use them wisely. Could this just be a value tendrils here? But value tendrils isn't even that good, right? Because like they take as much damage as they lose. Because this even dings them when they cast tendrils, right? Because it's just non-creature. It's not 3 or less like Eidolon. Yeah, all right. Cast 2 spells. Got there. Checkmate. Oh, this hand's so bad against Cabal Therapy. I just have to mulligan this, right? Just like it doesn't have lands. If we get Therapied, we just die on the spot, like Probe Therapy kills us. It's good against Duress, though. Chalice on 0, followed by 2 are the best things you can do in this matchup. They mulliganed. I'm just gonna mulligan. I've got Leylines and Scab-Clans and all sorts of stuff I could hit. Yeah, like this hand's insane. This hand is very good. If they don't have Disruption, we actually just get to go Leyline. We should go 3 hate pieces on turn 1. Just like this, into this, into this. Please cast a cantrip. Please cast a cantrip. That's great. Nope. Need to do this one first. Yeah, I'm gonna put Chalice on 0 here because I think I want to play Rabblemaster first to establish a clock. Like, I've got 2 pieces of permanent-based disruption here, so I'm pretty sure I want to just do this. I'm hoping they can't kill me through both of these next turn, and then, like, I get to play... I just get to go ahead and play this next turn. So, like, if they, like, end step, repeal, or bounce this, then untap and kill me, I feel a little bit bad, but... Yeah, this is the nuts. This is definitely the nuts. This matchup is not amazing, and this is definitely our nuts. We definitely have tools that can allow us to win on occasion. Would like to attack you for 6. Remember, it's not just the disruption that's good against the combo decks. It's disruption plus pressure that's important. So go ahead and smack them for 6 here, down to 13. This even stops them from Hurkyl's recalling us this turn, which is nice. Yep, resolves. We're smacking them for 8 next turn down to 5. So, like, if their ad nauseums are off the table. And if their ad nauseums are off the table and Leyline of the Void is shutting off their Past in Flames, like, they don't really have a lot to do, right? Yeah, so, like, we have them covered in both directions here, it feels like, even if they do somehow have, like, Hurkyl's Recall. This is our first match of this league, but this is game 3 in this match, yep. We like to party. Bum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum. The best part about having 2 Rabblemasters in play is that you don't have to tell either of them to attack. They just, like, get in there and, like, beep beep run them over. Maybe I'm not supposed to play the second Rabblemaster in case they, like, Pyroclasm me. Like, putting them to 2 is pretty exciting. What's the price tag on Red Stompy? Too much. Chalices are expensive and City of Traitors are expensive. You have Hurkyl's Recall? They have a Brainstorm, so they're dead. Good stuff, good stuff. That should be all she wrote. Yeah, that's true too, Rogue. For sure, for sure, for sure. Our Trinisphere is expensive as well. You could budget cities with Crystal Veins theoretically, but like Chalice, and there's not a replacement for her. That's so silly. While we're waiting for this next match to pop, I would just like to say good morning, afternoon, good night to everyone wherever you're out in the world. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a full-time TCG player and content producer here on Twitch. We're hanging out playing some Legacy all day today. Also play a lot of Modern and Pauper here. If you are enjoying my content and you want to help me make more of this content, the absolute best way you can show your support is by subscribing on Twitch. My subscribers are the reason I'm able to do what I do as often as I do it. You can also support my stuff by supporting my sponsors. MTGOtraders.com. I love to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you. If you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats, mousepads, binders, and bags with them. Cardsphere.com would love to help you turn your cards into other cards or cash with other people. There's no haggling, just a 1% fee off the top. And finally, this stream is made possible by viewers like Anaronix, Justin, Nivik, and you. At the very least, if you are enjoying the content you're new, make sure you press that follow button on your screen. It's the little heart. Following the stream doesn't cost you anything. It'll let you know when I go live and with what. Always try and put the names of the deck we're going to be playing on a given day in the stream title, so that way you can know what we're going to be playing. And if you can't catch a sweet deck live, you can be sure to check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland. All my streams get archived there, and I break them up by deck and by match, so you can watch just the stuff that you care about. For instance, if you want to see more mono red decks like this, there's other red Stompy and red Sneak Attack decks on my channel. Howdy, Fintango. And yeah, someone mentioned Lucid Dr. Bacon. I went ahead and put those 5 points towards the Cobra deck, so we'll do. Flawless ad. I stumbled a touch because I was adjusting my spreadsheet while we did it, but we hit it mostly. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate that. I think this hand's too slow. Doesn't have, like, this is not really the best lock piece. I mean, it has turn 2. Yeah, maybe it's fine. I guess if I hit any Soul Land or a Mox, it's really good. So I've got like 12 excellent draws. I guess Spirit Guides and Lotus Petals are also okay. Yeah, Chalice would also be a good draw. So yeah, I think this is a fine keep on the draw. We have a lot of hits that potentially make it. Grim Lavamancer. Oh, the burn matchup is pretty unwinnable for this deck. You just like all of our threats get killed by their stuff, and we don't have a particular, like, all of our fast clocks die to this kind of stuff. Although I do get to play Chandra and shoot this here, which feels good. Although, chewing myself with this isn't exactly what I want to be doing in this matchup. Well, there's probably a pretty good chance they point to Bolt at Chandra, which would kind of be a win for me. Well, I do suppose I get to Magus of the Moon and turn this off, which is nice. Even Chalice isn't good enough a lot of the time. It's okay. Oh, huh. Not burn. Interesting. They playing some kind of combo deck? They're Painter. Okay, awesome. Neat. So I'm definitely making mana here. I'm gonna go ahead and put this Chalice on one because it locks out their combo. I'm gonna go ahead and put Pia and Kiran Nalaar into play here. And probably shoot down the Thopter Mom and Pop here. So they named blue here. So Chalice of the Void turns off their Rebs and their Pyroblast, as well as keeps their Grindstone out of play, which is nice. That's a weird one to have in their main deck. Is what it is, I guess. I was kind of hoping for Fiery Confluence there. I'm pretty sure we just no sir on that one. And then, am I just playing Magus of the Moon? I think so. I'm assuming they're going to shoot this down. I guess this kind of gave them a discount on this, right? Maybe I should have held these back this turn, because if this getting to 3 allowed her to shoot something else down. It was literally a blue moon. Yep, yeah, Twitch Prime subs are exactly the same as Tier 1 subs, so all the details on where Discord works are in that link there. They're out of cards in their discard pile. What do I want to do with her? I think I want to just take the Lava Man off the table still, just in case they could like play 1-drops out and put them in the bin. Yeah, I think attacking with these Topplers last turn was probably wrong. Chandra does look really cool as an Izzet Planeswalker. I'm gonna double here on the Aethersworn Canonist, I think. I'm just hip with the kids' lingo, criminally uncool. I'm just down with my bad self. Do I just put this Rabblemaster into play? I think we do. They get to block. Even the Goblin tokens look better. Is it cool or isn't it? My Kingdom for a Fiery Confluence here. I'm pretty sure I'm just snapping this trade. So everyone loves Dak Faden. These old cards just look vomit colored. This older frame. So this is 2 turns till she's dead. So hopefully we can find a Confluence next turn. They could just aggressively attack me too here, depending on what they want to do. Yeah, they're just coming at me instead of her, which is probably smart, because it like cuts off my Ancient Tomb. Opponent's got a pretty neat Imperial Recruiter toolbox. Like, multiple Canonists is really aggressive. So we've got 2 shots at a Confluence here. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and hit it. Actually can't get my hand empty, right? Oh, the Chrome Mox gets my hand empty, actually. Oh, geez. I should have played the land. So I'm going to 2 here when I didn't need to go to 2, which is kind of bad for me. Didn't need to go to 2 here. I could have had one more activation. Close game. Close game. You have a Chandra emblem next turn. Hey, what's going on, Rose Bay? I'd like to deal lots of damage to you, please. Would like to deal lots of damage to you. All right, sweet. I was not expecting to win that game. Mox explicitly specifies what's it called? Explicitly specifies non-artifact. Hazoret seems kind of bad here. Pia seems fine. Trinisphere seems kind of bad here. They seem like they have plenty of lands. Volcanic Fallout's probably not good enough, right? Volcanic Fallout's probably not good enough. I also don't think Scab-Clan's good enough. They have white cards, but none of them seem like they have 1 toughness, so Sulfur Elemental doesn't seem very good. Hey, what's going on, Zach? This is a matchup where I really wish, one of the cards that really impressed me when I was testing and tuning the mono red deck was, I'm blanking on the bulk rare's name. It's a 3/2 for 4 that gives one of your artifacts tap it, deal 2 to something. That card was like exceedingly impressive every time I played it. I think I was up to like 3 copies of it by the end of my testing with this archetype. And like Sulfur Elemental is a card that's like okay against Death and Taxes. That card dumpsters Death and Taxes and is a Quicksmith Rebel. Yep, that's it. I'm not unsurprised that you know that, Zach. Yeah, Quicksmith Rebel is a card that can come in random matches like this. It's also good against like Delver and stuff like that. One of my sponsors did send me a hoodie, and I just wear things that are comfortable. I don't think this is a Fallout matchup. I think I'm just gonna click submit. I've cast that card many a time, yep. Yeah, Sand seems fine. I think Fiery Confluence is pretty good in this matchup, so I'm pretty excited to keep this. Probably go Mountain, Mox, pitch Pia, play Chalice on 1-on-1. Interactive Magic didn't have a very good weekend in Hartsford, so Welder, sure. Do a Momir stream. I just play what the people pay me to play. I'm a very simple man who works on simple principles. People send me money to play X, and then I play X. So most recently, we were sent money to play a bunch of Legacy, so we're playing a bunch of Legacy. If you want to see what's coming up in the queue, what people have paid money for most recently, be sure to type exclamation point dash. It kind of beats Chalice Immortal. Like, if they play a Painter this turn, I'm just gonna like blow them out with Fiery Confluence, right? Oh, that's a tough beat. Sorry to hear about that. Hope everything's doing okay with your family stuff. Just gonna go ahead and shoot this. This card is so good. This might be the best 4-mana Planeswalker after Jace the Mind Sculptor. No joke. She's very powerful. It's very, very strong card. Smuggler's Copter. Okay. Perfect. Destroy an artifact. Deal. No, stop it. Yeah, deal for destroy an artifact. So I'd like to blow up you. I don't think I want to play a land out here. Yeah, maybe I should. Yeah, I'm gonna start playing lands out because I have 2 basics in my hand. So that way I can get closer to like my bridge being unlocked. Looter Scooter seems sweet in their deck full of things to crit. Okay. Abrade is sweet. Very powerful card. I just have to take this Grindstone off the table, right? It's not optional. Fiery Confluence is a commander card that's very, very good. Chandra and Fiery Confluence are the two reasons this deck is as good as it is. Huh. I shouldn't risk dying here, right? I shouldn't risk dying. I should just pass and deal 2. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass and deal 2. Go. Oh, this won't be able to target planeswalkers either? That's a huge deal. The fact that this won't be able to target planeswalkers either makes this deck a lot worse. Yeah, huh. The Jace decks were previously very good matchups for this deck, and I'm not sure that'll really be the case once that changes. I just let this resolve, right? They'd have to have Soul Land plus Painter Servant to activate this for lethal. I didn't play Fiery Confluence, so I don't feel like I really need to just yet, right? I just let this resolve. What could they have to have Soul Land, Spirit Guide to kill me this turn, right? Anyone, is there anything else they could have other than Soul Land, Spirit Guide? Oh, I could kill this in response to them activating. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, good call. Good call. I guess they're like just happy trading this for Chandra potentially. I'm gonna plus Surge just in case we find something that we find another Confluence, for instance. So shatter, shatter, deal 1. Just clean their board out. So shatter you, kill your Imperial Recruiter. Leave you with 2 cards in hand, then I have a Chandra and 2 cards in my hand, so pretty far ahead here. I'm a little sad that I'm killing the Painter Servant because everything looks better in blue, but it is what it is. I guess I could have like Spirit Guide Reb here. I'd be kind of surprised if they left Reb in against us though. Fiery Confluence is very good. It's one of the reasons why this deck is as powerful as it is, for sure. Yeah, the card is very good. I think I'm just going to go ahead and Abrade this, that way I can try to get my hand empty for this Ensnaring Bridge. Wow, they actually have Spirit Guide Reb. Okay, and they got my Chandra, so... Okay, we're kind of at parity. That pause was in fact Spirit Guide Reb. Well then, go ahead. Now I'm just gonna make sure we can't die here, so I'm gonna deal 4 plus Shatter an Artifact here. So blow you up, dome you. Gonna mill themselves in response, I assume here, because they have Goblin Welders. They're milling me. Sure, deal. Well, I'd play Temur Flash because that deck was my favorite. 10 out of 10 all-time favorite deck ever. Well, I'm really surprised they didn't mill themselves. They have Grim Lavamancer in their deck too. They have a lot of reasons to be burying themselves. I think I just named Grim Lavamancer here. I'm already through 2 Grindstones. I think I'm more likely to die to the Grim Lavamancer than anything else. Grim Lavamancer also like makes Chandra a much worse draw. Because I want to just put the Spirit Guide into play. Taking 1 point of damage really wasn't that big of a deal. I'm gonna hold this in hand for now because, like, next turn I can draw and then attack them for 2. Alright, that's scary. Confluence. I guess maybe I should have brought in Volcanic Fallout. Maybe not having Fallout in my deck was a mistake. I think Gear Pure Aether Grid is probably worse than just playing Quicksmith Rebel in this deck. If you're looking for that type of effect, you should play Quicksmith Rebel in this deck. That means we're dead, right? Because I put this on the wrong thing. This was their draw step. They drew Goblin Welder. So they activate Grindstone, retain priority, and then weld this into play in response. So I'm dead. They're going to know how their deck works, so... We're 1 turn too late, Chalice of the Void. Yeah, definitely messed that up. I don't think this is a Leyline matchup. I definitely should have Volcanic Fallout in my deck, though. I'm going to go through these Magus of the Moon. They're kind of mediocre. Yeah, that was like the last like truly great standard format. The Cons fetchline format was like okay, but like Innistrad RTR standard was very good. It had that going on. It also had Sphinx's Revelation. It had the Teamer Flash deck that I played. There were a lot of like genuinely unique archetypes in that format that were very different from each other. This hand needs some help, but it's pretty good. I'm not going to be an idiot this time. I'm just going to name Grindstone on this. Maybe we'll name Goblin Boulder. Let's take a look at what they have. I'm just going to name Grindstone here. Should have just named this last game. Their hand's pretty bad, right? Just like another Welder and then a Red Blast doesn't do anything yet. Assume they're gonna crack this and just play another Welder out. They know we're playing a bunch of sweepers though, right? So this is kind of loose. Oh, Grimoire of a Man, that makes more sense. I'd love to run some lands off here. Ding. Bum 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 dun 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 dun. If you have a Mox or Chalice in your yard, they can weld your Spyglass out. Yep, you are correct. You're very correct on that. I think I still just want to kill this, right? I think I still just want to kill this Grindstone, because like it means they need more artifacts later. So yeah, it's just like one of each here, right? So it's like shatter that, kill your stuff, poke you, and then next turn we can play Pia out. Night Rad, have a good one. If they find a painter, they can start they can red blast any one thing in play because the painter will make things blue. That is an offensively good card. That is an offensively good lord. I don't want to know the bottom of the bulk barrel that that one came out of. Holy shit. That is, I have never seen that magic card before in my life. This is the first time I have ever witnessed that Magic the Gathering card. That is some old school technology. Vanisho Heretic, for those that are asking, the card that I've never seen before. They can get it with Recruiter. They draw removal of some sort. Oh, they're grindstoning probably me, right? Because they want to put artifacts in my bin. Oh, they can't grindstone. Oh, they have a Abrade. Am I dead? This is the ever important am I dead question. They have spirit guides. They just need a what's it called? Oh, I played the land, so I can't attack now. Tilt. I missequenced that. I should play this Blood Moon because it cuts them off a land, right? Cuts them off a mana. When I started playing Magic, and once did I start playing competitively? I started playing Magic during the end of Apocalypse / beginning of Odyssey in 2001. And I started playing competitively with New Phyrexia whenever that released, like 2011, 2012. Oh, it cuts them off of E-Tutor. There's not like a rush to shock the Goblin Welder because my opponent doesn't have anything useful in their discard pile to weld. Although I guess now they could do this and then have something to weld. 6 lands does let me double shock Painter too, which is relevant. I think I'm gonna hold this Magus in my hand so I can start beating down with Mom and Pop Doctor Shop. With the Welder in play, though, yeah, I'm actually just going to shoot this now. I think I should have done this last turn. Also worth noting that we can sacrifice the Ensnaring... maybe I was supposed to bin the Ensnaring Bridge here, actually. Maybe I was supposed to bin the Ensnaring Bridge here rather than bin... Huh, that's really interesting. Maybe I was supposed to throw the bridge away. It hadn't connected in my brain that I could sacrifice the bridge, but it definitely should have, right? So they have Mana Monkey, Spirit Guide as their 2 cards in hand right now, so we're probably dead. Yeah, they're just like blowing my thing up. There's not a whole lot I can do here. Yeah, and this is me getting punished for not having aggressively... I could have aggressively killed the Goblin Welder, so then like I passed a turn cycle and then had to use 3 mana on my turn. So because of my sequencing on killing the Goblin Welder, I ended up losing that game. So if I would have just someone said we should kill the Welder right away, and I was like, I'm not really sure if that matters, and then they didn't activate the thing, so then I waited back to my turn. So if I would have killed the Welder proactively, that turn my opponent like played their thing out there, I would have had 6 mana up and I would have been able to double shoot a Painter in response. So they wouldn't have been able to take that line. So that puts them in a rock and a hard space. Gives us a much better shot. We're 1-1, beat Storm, lost that sweet Painter Brew. A sucker for a toolbox. The opponent's deck definitely had some sweet toolbox elements to it, like Canonist and Grim Lavamaster and that Vanisho for breaking up artifacts. Enlightened Tutor packages as well. They had a Looter Scooter in their deck. Turn 1 Chalice, keep. Into some backup bridges. We're not here to mulligan turn 1 Chalice in the play chat. Certainly not. You know, Ancient Tomb obviously, because City of Traitors goes away when we play another land, so we don't want to do that necessarily. Is this the game? Oh, they're auto-passing. Oh no, don't be another... Hopefully they're just... Hopefully they're a cantrip deck that just didn't have a force. Chandra. You doing, pretty lady? Mountain. I guess Chrome Mox actually would have been the nut there, right? Chrome Mox would have been the best draw. Chrome Mox still a good draw. Spirit Guide, Lotus Petal, also reasonable draws at this point. Don't daze me, bro. Don't do it. Basic Swamp. That's not a daze. Basic Swamp, Wasteland. Land still, maybe? Some kind of weird 3 or 4 color control deck. Sometimes these 4 color control decks have a bunch of basics in them somehow. Baleful Strix. Hymn to Torok. But I liked those cards, opponent. It's not very fair. Confirmed control deck. Is that one good? How do you feel about that one? All right, your move. Your move, Yugi boy. This is all I got. These are my cards. Know when to hold 'em. Know when to fold 'em. Know when to walk and when to run. Beep beep a dee doo. Dee 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 doo. Beep beep dee 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 doo. Alright, what am I doing here? I definitely want these Sorcerous Spyglasses. I'm gonna trim a Trinisphere and a Bridge. It's probably fine. It's like, they're both okay cards, but they're just like not particularly impressive. My opponent conceded. I don't know if free Bezo bits count, but I want to get that sweet... I want to get a sweet affinity deck in the queue. Those bits are the same as all the other bits, so thank you for the $5 donation. Blood Moon Concession. Fun interactive Magic. Exactly. If you want to lock nerds out of playing Magic, let me tell you about this deck. I think this is all I want. Like, if we had Quicksmith... I don't think Scab-Clan Berserker is pretty good here. If we had, like, Quicksmith Rebel on the board, I'd bring that in, but... it seems okay. It's, like, not particularly impressive, but it's, like, fine. Spyglass shuts off Deathrite Shaman, which allows them to make colored mana through a Blood Moon for some amount of time. And it also tags fetch lands on occasion, and it shuts off Jace the Mind Sculptor, which is one of their best ways to beat you. That's pretty good. Do you like German death metal? I promise it's different than other death metal. I can't tell you what German death metal sounds like, so I don't have a good range on that. I grew up listening to country music. My parents never had anything other than country music on for a very long time. So that was my upbringing. Goblin Rabblemaster. Goblin Wabbitmaster. I think I'm just gonna play Hazoret here. And then next turn I can go land Chalice Rabblemaster. The record, we are 1-1. We beat Storm and we lost to a Sweet Painter Brew. Yeah, big old Tarmogoofy. Baleful Strix that you tapped the wrong mana for. Nice Death Touch, opponent. Nice Death Touch. Welcome to Thunderdome. We had previously played Bottled Cloister in some of these decks. How you feel about this one? Oh, are we done here? Are we done yet? What's up? Are we done yet? Opponent complained about my deck in chat before they signed off. Welcome to Legacy, opponent. Enjoy your stay. Welcome to Legacy. Guess what? Your Underground Sea, it taps for the same mana as my 25-cent mountain. Get out of here. Get out of here. This is my mono red Jeep and it's coming to run you over. I love the curve on this deck, by the way. Just like 0, 3. Remicide with the $5 donation. Thank you very much. I would just like to say thank you. And I will set my Amazon Fund money when it resets. Thank you very much for the support. 25 cents is pretty expensive. Look, these beautiful white bordered mountains don't come for free, okay? That's all I'm saying. The beautiful white bordered mountains don't come for free. You gotta take pride in your mana base. If you have more than 2 basic mountains in your legacy deck and you don't have white bordered ones among them, you haven't truly accepted the deck that you're playing into your heart of hearts. You need to realize that if your deck has more than 2 basic mountains in it, you're basically playing your deck to tilt your opponent. So you should just embrace that. Just go with it. Peace, Swamp. Have a good evening. We're almost done here anyways. Got 2 more matches in this league. I'm gonna wrap it up. This match is close. In the build of this archetype that I ended up playing in Cincinnati, I ended up playing 3 copies of Boyle in my sideboard just because I wanted to slam dunk this matchup. And let me tell you about a card that slam dunks miracles. Boy does Boyle slam dunk miracles. I should have played this Trinisphere pre-combat because my opponent could have a Snapcaster Mage to block. And to exert your force of will? No, resolved. God bless. They don't have a basic. Oh, they don't have a land. That's so good for us. Oh, baby, let's go. Giddy up. All right, 8 more turns, little Magus of the Moon. I believe in you. Oh, I shouldn't have played that. That was a big mistake. I should have kept that because I have this Chrome Mox. We're gonna draw like a Chandra and just hate myself. I should have played the Chrome Mox out through Trinisphere here. Yeah, that was a big mistake. The first Blood Moon was right, I think, because they could kill this with a plow and like get their mana back. But like, I should have a Chandra in play right now. By that, I mean, we're very lucky. We drew it. This game is over now. So. No, it's good. It's good to see us get punished for little mistakes like that. So this is bad. Sulfur Elemental and Scab-Clan Berserker are fine. Sorcerous Spyglass is fine. I want to cut here. Ensnaring Bridge is pretty bad. Yeah, I don't really want Fallout. Yeah, 1 bridge is fine. We do, in fact, have a lot of 3s. I'm going to keep this hand. Chalice is very good in this matchup, and having a bunch of mana to start is reasonable as well. Preordained. This deck cut Ponder too? Why are people playing Preordain instead of Ponder? Honestly, this might just be a Chalice on 1, Chalice on 2 hand. Those don't cast Counterspell. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. It's just like, welcome to Thunderdome. Okay, they got the Disenchant in there. Kinda sucks, but it's not the end of the world. This lock, Snapcaster, and Counterspell and stuff like that. We could see a Jace the Mind Sculptor here. Nope. Alright. Well, this says Flash and Split Second, so I'm just going to end step the Sulfur Elemental here. Sure. This is my 3-2. My 3-2 is amazing. I want to bait with this so that way we can stick Chandra, because I care more about Chandra than I do Rabblemaster. And like if they Terminus us next turn, they'd have to pay 3 for it, and then Chandra could stick next turn. We got a Force of Will out of that. God bless. And they pitched a Ponder. Sweet. So they don't have 2 mana cards stuck in their hand. Red Source. Ding. Ding. It's another card that we care less about than Chandra. Again, this is how this deck plays through Disruption. You just like keep saying, hey, can you answer this thing you have to answer? Okay, how about this next thing you have to answer? Okay, how about this next thing you have to answer? Like, opponent's going to 11 here. This is a 6 ball, so like they're very close to dead. Like, there's 2 attacks plus this away from dead here. Yeah, there's your Brainstorm, so I'm going to resolve my Chandra next turn and you're going to lose the game. Tasty blue deck. Gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble. Sweet. 3-1. 3-1. Running nerds down. I feel like I misplayed a little bit and then against that utility deck we lost to. It's definitely doing powerful things. I think regardless of what build you're playing, this archetype is very reasonable in Legacy. Even after it gets nerfed from the Dominaria rule changes, it's probably still pretty reasonable, but it's definitely worse against decks with Planeswalkers. You want more Sorcerous Spyglasses in this deck post Dominaria. So, I'm actually going to lean on Magus to the moon here, so it gives me a red source. Because there's a very real chance. Also, like, if they force this, then we can cast Trinisphere off of these 2. But, like, now we have red mana we didn't previously have. I mean, Goblin just isn't really a deck anymore. Well, Trinisphere would have been much better on 1. Couldn't have known that, but that's the case. Wow. Dominaria, the rules are changing. So Chandra, Torch of Defiance, and Chandra, Torch of Defiance, and Fiery Confluence will no longer be able to redirect to players. So you're going to need more ways to deal with Planeswalkers. So you need more ways to beat Planeswalkers with this deck once Dominaria releases. So this deck's very good against Jace decks in general because it has Chandra and Fiery Confluence to check them. All right, so no, we're definitely ahead in this matchup for sure. This is definitely a matchup that favors our deck. It's not unlosable, but like it's pretty reasonable. If we had a land here, especially, we're gonna be in a great spot. Rabblemaster also decent. Rabblemaster takes the door and kicks it shut real quickly. I have no idea. But they could Punishing Fire us out of the game, right? That's their... Oh, I guess they can't. They can't with the Blood Moon out. All right, yeah, I actually don't know if they have outs. Are you dead yet? Yeah, they can kill Magus, but they actually can't take this off the table game 1, right? Pretty sure. Pretty sure that's how that works. All right, post board. We get to bring in Spyglass. I don't think this is a Leyline matchup. I'm pretty sure it's not, actually. Trinisphere is not particularly impressive in this matchup. How do you feel about Abrade? Abrade lets me kill their Mox diamonds and stuff, which are annoying, so it seems fine. I think this is the plan. Just like 3 Trinisphere out, Sorcerous Spyglass, and Abrade in. Chalice is like okay. Like not impressive, but fine. I was playing 3 Spyglasses in my main deck, so let me actually grab that for people that like this archetype. Gathering Magic. Yeah, Corrosive Grip should be coming in from them. Where was my article on Gathering Magic? It was kind of recent. Legacy Mono Red Prison. This was the deck list I worked on with the sideboarding guide, and actually I forgot about that. Yeah, cutting Abrade seems fine. They can't combo us through a bridge though, so that's like relevant. Where's the other one? Oh, I think 4-mana Karn's gonna be good in this deck. I think once Dominaria drops, I want to test 4-mana Karn in this archetype. I think 4-mana Karn is super reasonable. Like all 3 of his modes are like decent. Turn 1 Magus sounds good. No, Burn's pretty terrible. There's people that are going to tell you that Burn is okay. They're lying to you. If you like Burn as an archetype and not because of budget reasons, there is a blue-red Delver Burn deck that we've played on stream a bunch that it's very aggressive, but it gets to play tools like Daze and Force of Will to be a better deck in the terms of Legacy as a format. If you're looking for a budget deck to build in Legacy, I would recommend checking out the green-black Turbo Depths deck. It's very, very affordable, especially compared to a lot of other things that cost a lot of money in Legacy. And you can budget the Bayous for Overgrown Tombs with minimal drawback. Yeah, I mean, anything can win some matches. You're not going to hear me argue that you can't win some matches. That's not the problem. I think I'm How nuts is it to just go Rabblemaster into Rabblemaster here? Is that crazy? I should probably just go Rabblemaster into Magus, right? Rabble into Rabble closes really quickly. It's 1 into 8 into dead. It's dead in 2 turns. What do we think? I'm definitely playing Rabble on 1. I'm definitely playing Rabble on 1 here. I think I want to Rabble. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Do. Well, a lot of their cards that kill Magus also deal with Rabblemaster, right? This is bad against Tabernacle, that's true. It is certainly the most fun play, that's true. And if they had crop rotation, they would have played it for Tabernacle already, right? And like they're dead on board next turn. So like turn 3, kill you with Rabblmasters. So they're hoping to hit Glacial Chasm or whatever it's called here. Need to not discard it. Discarded Molten Vortex, so that's probably not what they got. I guess they could have gotten Molten Vortex. Forgotten Upside to Rabblemaster can't even skip your attack step. Yep. Got him. Sweet. Alright, one good matchup. Those sweet chesties and some play points. Yeah, so like I said, if you're looking to Mongoloid people and just like get them, drool all over them, and Blood Moon people, and you have an excuse to break out your sweet white bordered mountains, I think this archetype's very powerful in Legacy. Like I said, it is going to take a small hit when Dominaria releases because of the Planeswalker redirection rule change, but it's still very reasonable overall, I think. Thank you everybody for watching through the end of the stream here today. I do appreciate it. We've been going for almost 7 hours. I will be live again tomorrow afternoon. I'll kick back up about 3 p.m. Central Standard Time as always, and I think tomorrow we're gonna play some Modern. So we'll start with that tomorrow. At any rate, catch all y'all and have a good night. And if you didn't catch all the Legacy action today, like I said, I've been playing for 7 hours. I'm gonna hit publish on a bunch of my archives on YouTube here shortly, and you can check those out soon. YouTube.com/Jeff Oakland.